Practice what you preach. It's an admonition that we've all heard sometime in our lives when we're acting like hypocrites. It makes me wonder if Al Gore's parents ever scolded him for preaching one thing while doing another. This question came to mind after the release of Gore's follow-up to An Inconvenient Truth. You see, after the original movie came out in 2006, Gore was lambasted for being a hypocrite. While Gore was predicting climate doom because we are all using too much energy, his own electric bills proved he was burning 20 times more electricity than the average American household. There's nothing more destructive to a crusader's cause than hypocrisy. So Gore jumped into action. He put 33 280-watt solar panels on his roof and, among other improvements, installed geothermal. It seemed he was serious because he spent $250,000 on the renovation. Well, that's the way it seemed anyway. To coincide with the release of Gore's sequel, the National Center for Public Policy Research conducted a new study to see if Gore had stopped being a hypocrite. Guess what? 10 years later, Al Gore is an even bigger energy hog. Gore is burning up not 20, but 34 times the electricity than the national average. The National Center discovered that from August 2016 through July 2017, Gore spent almost, get this, $22,000 on electricity bills for his posh Nashville home. Gore uses so much electricity, all those solar panels provide less than 6% of his power consumption. And by the way, Gore owns at least 2 other large homes, and they were not included in this analysis. Some folks want to give Gore a pass because his home is huge, more than 10,000 square feet. But that argument doesn't hold up. Efficient homes use between 5 and 10 kilowatt hours of electricity per square foot each year, no matter how large or small. Gore's home uses 23. Doesn't it make you wonder what the heck is going on in there? Gore divorced his wife Tipper several years back, and she lives in her own mansion in California. And Gore travels a lot, so the home is presumably empty a good percentage of the time. What's got that electric meter running so hard? Well, it's great fun pointing out Gore's astonishing hypocrisy. There's a more important point to be made here. Gore had to know his electricity bills would be scrutinized when the new film came out. Yet, he became an even bigger energy hog. What the former vice president's actions tell us is that it's more important for him to live the life of an energy-guzzling fat cat than it is to be a crusader who lives modestly so he actually has some credibility. Finally, and this is the most important fact of all, when Al Gore's term as vice president ended, he was worth about $2 million. He then focused all his attention on becoming the world's chief climate change alarmist. It was an extremely lucrative career move. He's now estimated to be worth $300 million. So ask yourself, what's driving Al Gore? Is it really a sincere concern for the planet? Or is sounding the alarm about climate change a great way to get rich? Power on, America.